When you're multiplying decimals, you multiply the numbers just like you would without the decimals there. Then you bring the decimal in at the very end of your product or the answer to a multiplication sentence. So let's look at this example. We have 3 and 52 hundredths, and we're multiplying that times 7 tenths. So we start all the way over on the right and multiply 7 times 2, which gives us 14. Put our 4 here, carry the 1. Then we would do 7 times 5, which is 35, plus 1 gives us 36, so we put our 6 here and carry the 3. Then we would do 7 times 3, which is 21, and then add the 3, and that gives us 24. Now we're going to look at where to put the decimal. So you count how many places are behind each decimal. So in 3 and 52 hundredths, there are 2 numbers behind the decimal. With 7 tenths, there's only 1 number behind the decimal. So you add that all together. So there's 2 numbers behind the decimal here, and then 1 behind the decimal here. So there's a total of 3 decimal places. So starting here all the way over at the right, we're going to count 3 spaces and put our decimal in the answer there. So 1, 2, and 3, which means that our answer would be 2 and 464 thousandths. I have another example here. We have 56 and 4 tenths. We're multiplying that times 1 and 3 tenths. Start over here by multiplying 3 times 4. That gives us 12. Carry the 1. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 gives us 19. Carry the 1 again. And then 3 times 5 gives us 15, plus 1 gives us 16. So our partial product, or the first multiplication sentence that we multiplied everything times 3 tenths, would give us this number here. Do not worry about putting the decimals in here. You don't worry about it until the very end. So then we would do 1 times 4, and our answer would go here, because now we've multiplied everything in the tenths place. So now we are moving on to the ones place. So that means that here we're going to put a 0, because we've already multiplied everything there. So we're going to do 1 times 4, and that gives us 4. Then we're going to do 1 times 6, which gives us 6. Then 1 times 5, which gives us 5. We're going to add everything together, and then we're going to count how many spaces before we put our decimal. So there's 1 number behind the decimal here, 1 number behind the decimal here. There's a total of 2 numbers behind the decimal, so that means that we would start here and go 1, 2, and our answer would be 73 and 32 hundredths.